just to kind of review how this works. So this time is for those living or who own a place of business in the city of Eau Claire to speak on citywide issues. You'll have 3 minutes to speak, and the lights will show you how much time you have left. You can only speak one time. Please do not comment on any previous agenda items because we want to hear that during those items. Also, this time is not for any personal complaints of city personnel, elected officials, or any person affiliated with the city. And then council members are not allowed to ask questions during this time, but we are here to listen. So, and the time will last for 20 minutes. So I don't have anyone signed up, but if anyone's in council chambers would like to speak, you can just come and please say your name and address, please. And we'll get the lights going on for you. Thank you.
That's because everybody here pretty much knows me. Hi, I'm Mary Catherine. I live at 1808 8th Street. Could you please read the beginning of that comment of who could speak today?
People that live in the city of Eau Claire or who own a place of business.
Or.
Yes. Okay. Oh, yes.
Thank you. I didn't hear the or
sorry.
before.
That's a good clarifying question. No.
All right. So I'm here today because I am trying to figure out what the council is doing about the situation that we had at Wilson Park. I had few of you people were down there, but I have not seen any kind of movement that actually is going to actually resolve our issue that is happening at Wilson Park in our downtown areas. I'm a little ashamed of my city right now and the way it's being handled. I'm a person who's grown up here. I've watched this city grow. I've watched this city turn into nothing because of Uniroyal leaving. I watched it get rebuilt slowly. And I'm proud of what you guys have done with the downtown area where you brought businesses back. I'm not happy with the parking, but we'll all get into that later. I don't think anybody else. But the problem is that we have some issues that are going on in Eau Claire that we're not facing, which is homelessness. Explain to me what I did today was I had a girl that called me. She has a camper. She is homeless. She is scared. She needs somebody to take the camper and move it to a different location. And she's fearful because she doesn't know what she's going to do tonight. She's afraid that if she stays at the park, she's going to get a ticket. If she doesn't get into Sojourner House, she doesn't know where she's going to go. And these are calls that I get every day. This isn't every once in a while. I'm getting calls from homeless people that are literally afraid of where they're going to be tonight and how they're going to be addressed tonight. So we really need to get onto this, and I really need it where you get Billy Hufford off of this.
Oh, so we're not going to, point of order. Something to say?
The rules are not to single out any specific city staff in your comments, please.
Oh, but I'm going to tell you that Billy Hufford.
Oh, no, please.
Okay, the person I just said.
No,
she is the one
I think
she is the one
you can move
that
on,
actually
please.
stopped. She actually stopped.
No, point of order. Yep.
You're not following the rules that's established by the council.
Yep.
You can email us all, but here in public comment, you can't single out someone. You can email us. You can't single out someone for public comment.
Okay, the person that ran the meeting.
Okay. No, I think we're done here. So unless you have something else to say.
Yeah. So basically, there is things that are happening at the city level that are blocking situations from actually being addressed, and we need to stop this. What is going on? We are supposed to be a caring thing. Did the people that actually came up?
All right. Oh, we got to. Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Nope, we're finished. So thank you. Feel free to email or.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there anyone else in council chambers like to speak?
Wow.
All right.
Hi, my name is Jessie, and my address is 1133 Barron Street, Eau Claire. And just a few things I'd like to mention and address that I feel have been a really big problem here in Eau Claire. I did mention down at Wilson Park, as far as the homelessness goes, I mentioned I've been homeless for 18 months. And one of the biggest problems that I've been facing is the landlords have been discriminating against people like me that are low income that have, that are on Social Security. And I was disabled after I had my COVID shots. like 4 years ago, so I haven't been able to work. And I haven't been able to get into a place because I've spent hundreds of dollars on application fees, and I don't get a single call back from a landlord. I've worked with several housing agencies, and I haven't found one of them that's been able to place me, and it's been very difficult. I have tons of health issues. My health issues have gotten a lot worse. And I'm not the only one facing this. Since COVID, there's a lot of homeless people I've been working with for 18 months since I've been homeless. And there's no programs for people that are single. It's only for people that are low income that have families. And I feel like, we need to try to do something to help people that are low income and that are single, like the other programs that we have, so that we can help place people that are homeless like me, that it's of no fault of my own. And, I'm not looking for a handout. I'm looking for a hand up, just like a lot of us homeless people are. And, I've always had really good jobs before I became homeless and disabled. And, sorry. It's very difficult. I get so discriminated against, and that's all I want to say is I just hope that there's something we can do to manage the homeless population and help with the housing situation and the affordable housing that isn't affordable to any of us that has caused this homeless population. I realize I'm almost done here, but I plan on emailing to kind of go further into this, because I went through it for the last 18 months. I know what it's going to take to help. I feel like I know what it's going to take to help with the homeless people, because a lot of people stereotype the homeless as they're lazy, they're bums, they're this and that. Well, me myself have had mental health issues because of being homeless and trying everything, and nothing's been working. And I just think that we need to talk, or maybe get together and talk about what we can do for some programs to help the homeless.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. And then, you can email, and then there's one way you can emails all of us, so it's
Sure.
easier way to email.
I
You
will
can,
do that.
yeah. All right, thanks for coming down, Jesse.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else in council chambers like to speak? Hi, welcome. Just want to state your name and address, please.
Sure. My name is Seth Champion. I just have a general delivery address in the city right now,
Sure.
as you may know. I don't even know why I'm here tonight. Somebody else mentioned this, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll go in and sit. I definitely had no intention of coming up and speaking. I find it disheartening to find some of my fellow poor up here speaking and being told to email you guys, because that's the first step that I took, and nothing came of that. Nothing. Not a single message back, not a peep, nothing from news or city representatives or anyone. And everything that I've been doing so far to come up here and try to speak to you or interact with the Eau Claire City Police Department or stand up for free speech expression or the poor, like I was taught in school, in church, none of it has worked. And this doesn't work, so I didn't come up here and plan on saying anything. But since other people came up and spoke, wow, the park, what the heck happened, guys? I'm sure you know. Yes, I'm not going to come up here and say any names. Okay, I'll play that game. But wow, and you guys even had to come out and, kind of, we had the whole song and dance or whatever in the park, and it's just like, okay, yeah, it was a mistake, and you guys came back out and you put benches back in, and then you brought tables back out, not as many tables, sure, cleaned up, as in you took the graffiti and the scratched in stuff off, but I mean, it's a park table. That's what happens when tables get used. People graffiti on them. In any park, any tree, any well-traveled place that's just being used. But the tables were brought back, but they were brought back and bolted down very securely in all of the most hostile, awful places in the park. Also, a bunch of benches were replaced with like really large ones that they're not even hostile. Like you could take a nap on them, but they have no backings. They're weird too. But The table thing bothers me the most because the tables, if any of you have clearly ever gone by that park, the tables were very well used. We would at times take those tables, especially with the bush line that we used to have, and it would stay extra cool in that park, maybe 5-10 degrees cooler, and people could take those tables, and they would do this every day, slide them around and move them around to different places, and sometimes you'd go by and you'd see stuff on those tables, sure. But those people, those disabled and poor people, are in that park every day. That's their stuff. And if they leave it to go walk 6 blocks to use the bathroom, they'll come back for it. Or maybe they got caught in the rain, or maybe they had a medical emergency. But, you know, those people are just out there living and using the park, and I think we should respect any time that a public park is used by people. It shouldn't be a thing that we put on a pedestal to get just a manicured lawn for people to look at. We should celebrate when people use the park, even when it's the poor. So, I don't know. Can you guys unbolt the tables, please? Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming down. All right. Anyone else in the council chambers like to speak during a public comment period?